Morning, everybody. I'm Christy Jordan with SouthernPlate.com, and it is 5:42 a.m. I've got just enough light to get this done. I've actually got the motion sensor porch light is shining on me. It looks like I have studio lighting or something. I've been waiting for it to get light enough out here for me to come do my daily video, and now I'm rolling up the sleeves on the shirt that I told y'all you would see a lot. Yeah. It's just so easy to grab. I'm trying to see if I have my sleeves even. This is actually my second one. I have a tear in this one, right? You can see right here, and I patched that up. So, all right. So this is the Vlog Every Day in May challenge by my friend Connie at CosmopolitanCornbread.com, and we are on day 6. So we are right here, and we've got all these to do by the end of the month. And I am on my third source of caffeine for the day. This is a Diet Dr. Thunder, Walmart generic Diet Dr. Pepper. I usually go for generics because it's cheaper. My favorite is Diet Dr. Big K from Kroger's. It tastes better than real Diet Dr. Pepper, in my opinion. Okay. Here's number 6. What is the first thing you do when you wake up and the last thing before you go to sleep? So this is a two-parter. The first thing I do when I wake up, I woke up at 3:39 this morning, and I have to decide, I have to decide, am I going back to bed or am I staying awake? I usually just get up when I wake up. This morning, I did the same thing I always do every morning, and I think most of y'all my age or older are going to understand this. If you're a little younger than me, you may not. But anybody who's lived through 9/11 or one of the numerous wars that our country has had over the years, or just, horrible things happening around the world. I started around 9/11. I wake up and I check the news to see if we're okay. That's the first thing I do. You know what I just noticed? There is a fork back here. I was doing food photography out here yesterday. I got a fork. So the first thing I do when I wake up is I grab my phone and I read the news. I don't watch the news because I don't watch TV. And but so I read the news, and I read the news from several different sources. I'll tell you what, I have this. Okay, here's the first thing I do is I go to yahoo.com. I call that the news for brain dead people. You're going to get opinions during these videos, okay? Yahoo.com has the most ridiculous things they consider news, but because it has to be earth-shattering. Well, okay, unless it's some movie star wore some dress somewhere, or something that ain't nobody's business. If it's earth-shattering, if like a country has had a nuclear bomb explode, it will be the headlines there. So I check my news in tiers. So I go to yahoo.com and look, okay, nothing incredibly world significant has happened that has affected most of the world. Then I go to another news website that gives you the opinion on one side. Then I go to a news site that gives you a completely different opinion on the other side. You have to do this. I'm looking at my hair now. All of our news is so slanted, and they tell you what to think. And so you have to go get both sides, and then you decide, you have to think for yourself. And you think, okay, is there something that I need to look into deeper? And then I go to some other websites. So I probably check the news on about 5 or 6 different websites just to get a fuller picture, not the full picture. I don't really know that that's possible. You can't just get straightforward news nowadays. Just like in a couple months, you can tell me what news, if you listen to one primary news station, you can tell me which one it is, and I'll tell you who you're going to vote for president. Because you've been conditioned. We're told what to think. And, yeah. So, anyway, I will step away from that now. But that's the first thing I do is I check the news, and I read the news for a good bit before I actually get up. And then I get up, I take my dogs out, I make a cup of coffee, and usually I just head straight into getting ready for the day. I'll take a shower and stuff, and then while I'm doing my makeup and hair and things, I'll read some more. Um, I like to listen. I like to start my day out with some praise music because that really gets me in the right mindset. Um, I decide every morning the attitude I'm going to have that day, and I don't let other people decide it for me. And so that means I stay away, other than the news and stuff. Um, I stay away from my email and from comments on the website and things until I have gotten ready for the day. Um, and then I like to get out there. I like to start my day before the sun comes up because then I feel like I start the day and the day doesn't start without me. Um, so that's what I do first thing in the morning is I check the news to see how we're doing. It's not good. But anyway, I mean, we're not doing that good. And then I don't have a dedicated in the morning, just sit down and pray because I'm having a constant dialogue in the morning with God. Okay, wow, God, what's going on with this? What do you think about that? Where should I go? I have this conversation constantly with God. And there's something in the Bible, they talk about pray without ceasing. And I think that's what it is. It's a constant conversation with God. So I'm not having just thoughts in my head. I'm thinking to God all day long. God, what do you think about this? What should we do? Where should and where should I read more? So I'm constantly, how should I react to this? God, it's a constant dialogue, and it is a back and forth. And the reason why I don't really do they call it quiet time. I have a constant time with God throughout my life, throughout my day. But I've started doing that in the evenings. My friend J. Morrell Stewart, she posted a great thing. It never occurred to me to have my quiet time in the evenings. In the morning, my brain is so busy. It's very difficult for me to be still in the morning. In the evening, that's just my natural flow, is to have my time in the evening. I've just discovered this recently, and it's been amazing. It's wonderful. It's really changed my life. So I wake up in the morning, and I've gone to bed after having my time, after God telling me what He expects of me, after Him imparting wisdom to me and stuff. And I wake up in the morning, and I just kind of continue that dialogue all morning long. So the last thing I do before I go to sleep, here lately is I read this app. I know but I go to bed fairly early. I get up very early, so I go to bed. I like to be in bed by 8, and then I read for an hour. And there's this app. Let's see what today is going to be. Pray God. I don't know if you're going to pray God-sized prayers, and you click on it. And it's going to be a commentary. And then there's a Psalms chapter. There's a New Testament chapter and an Old Testament. So you click on Psalms, and you'll read the whole thing. Then you go back, and there's a little commentary on it. And this is by a pastor in England or the UK somewhere. Then there's the Old Testament. It's all about, so it's, you'll end up reading the Bible in 1 year. And you can go back and read if there's any days you missed. This is May, April. And it tells you how far, have you read the whole thing? Anyway. So it's an app called Bible in 1 year. BIOY. And so I read that at night. And then I'll open my note app and I'll make any notes, because sometimes things start coming to me about things I should write, things I want to write about. So that's what I do, is that's the last thing that I let have access to my mind before I go to bed, is God's Word. And I wake up talking to Him. I go to bed talking to Him. Yeah, so that's not really interesting, is it? There's not, but you did get some opinions today. I did get a chance to offend some people, so. Anyway, okay, so my chickens came yesterday. I did not do another video. The reason why is because they were less than 24 hours old and they really need to be kept warm. So I have them in a brooder under a heat lamp. They're very comfy right now, cozy. I'm checking the temperature and everything. They're eating and drinking really well, so I'm really excited about that. They seem very healthy. They're beautiful. You can check my Instagram. Go to Instagram and search Southern Plate. I'm Instagram.com/Southern Plate, all one word. And I've got some pictures, and later today I'm going to take some more pictures of them. So I just didn't want to disturb them yesterday, and I thought about bringing some out here, but it's a little chilly, and I just don't want to expose them to the draft or anything, you know. They like to be 90 to 95 degrees in that kind of temperature this first week. But I am so happy. Katie named one of them Sunny, and one she named Glammy. It looks like it has eyeliner on, so she named it Glammy. So I'm very excited about that. And I worked on the house all day yesterday. I'm going to work on it a lot today. But I did make time last night to do some embroidery. From like 7 to 8 I embroidered, and that was wonderful because I really missed that. And you know, I need to do more. I need to make more time for things like this, and I'm just really reevaluating and shifting my priorities this week, and hopefully I'm going to make some changes that are just going to stay put, you know, because home matters. It matters more than all this outside stuff. And so I'm going to do more of that, hopefully. I watched one of Constance's videos. I watched one of Connie's videos yesterday, and I noticed on her videos, she's got some great videos. Y'all should check out her cosmopolitancornbread.com. And she's posted her daily vlogs. And she goes to all these different places and stuff and records these vlogs and stuff. And I think, I watched one of her videos yesterday, and I thought, oh, I should go somewhere different and record one of my videos. I should get out and do something and record a video. And then I thought, oh, that would require me leaving the house. And I'm just not a big outside world person. I mean, I could stay here the rest of my life and be totally happy and content. So, yeah, you're going to probably see most of my videos me sitting here, but I might try to do something somewhere. Just switch it up a bit. I'll make sure I wear the same shirt. There you go. Anyway, so this is a very boring video today. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to add. So it'll just be short. I'm going to try to finish my embroidery today because I started a little project, a kitchen towel I'm doing for Mama for Mother's Day. I'm going to try to finish that, do more housework, and Katie and she's wanting to learn how to cross stitch today, so I'm going to teach her how to cross stitch, and then I've still got yard work and things to do. I did my first cross stitch little sampler when I was 5, so Katie's 10. I guess she's overdue. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Make it a wonderful day. And make the do's the priority. So, you know, don't ever think that spending time at home doing the work around the house, some people look at that as taking a break. I look at it as doing the important stuff and having your priorities more in order. So, you know, I know we have, you know, it's just like me. I am costing myself money this week. My website costs so much to operate, and so in not posting new things, I'm going to go in a deficit this week, and I'm not gonna have enough to pay what it costs to run the website. But I'm just, you know, I'm refreshing, so it's nice. It's really nice. Gosh, I'm rambling too much. I was gonna say I need to hang up. People don't understand the phone reference nowadays. Younger people, I don't think. Anyway, so all right, I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna go. I gotta go make sure it's 5:57 a.m. And of course, my husband and my son are not awake. They're not morning people, and they're supposed to be up. They're supposed to be up by 6, so they look at it as, well, it's not 6 o'clock yet. And I'm thinking, you're supposed to be up by 6, so you should get up at 5:45. We are at odds. I am a morning person, and they are not. And so we just don't understand each other in that area. But I got to go get them up, pump some coffee into them, get them going, get them out the door. And then they leave when they're at their worst. They're like grumpy little morning people. So they leave. They leave in the morning, and then they come back and they're human in the afternoon and evenings. And so I enjoy them. I'm like, okay, wake up, coffee, 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 get out the door. Give that to somebody else. Okay, and then they come back and they're happy. So I will holler at you later. I'm going to upload this to YouTube. I hope you found this useful. And like I said, I think most people watching these videos are not the easily offended people. So that's been enjoyable. Thank you. And I will holler at y'all later. So bye. Have a great day.